What's going on, book club? It's your girl, NateshaJanae, your host for this month. So, as we all know, the book that we're preparing to read this November is Haunting Adeline. I wanted to come in here just to also reiterate that there is a trigger warning in this book, and I would like to read it for you. I would like to read the trigger warning so that everyone is well prepared before we go into this month's read. Trigger warning. First and foremost, this book ends on a cliffhanger. If you don't like them, then please, for all that is holy, do not read and then proceed to leave a bad review because you don't like cliffhangers. You have been warned. I understand. She's like, listen, I don't want to hear it. I'm telling you before you read my book, this is for people who can handle the shenanigans. Second, this is a dark book that includes stalking, non-dubcon, graphic violence, and sexual situations. A lot of sexual situations, guys. I'm a woman in love with her own character, okay? I wanted to see his penis as much as possible. So, if any of these are triggering for you, please do not read this book. But those aren't the ones I'm concerned about. In fact, I know those might be appealing to some, and I know some authors don't like to lay out the specific triggers as they want readers to experience the book blind. I get that, but with this book, I simply would not feel right if I did not make these triggers very clear. The last thing I would ever want to do is put a reader through any type of trauma, whether it's a new or relived. And to be frank, it's a pretty fucked up subject matter. So if you do not want to be spoiled and read further, then stop here. If you would like to keep the triggers a secret until you start reading, you can stop here. This book deals heavily with human trafficking, child trafficking mostly, but not only that, it deals with the conspiracy theories surrounding the government with child sacrifice and cannibalism. I am heavily handed on the subject, but I did take great care to not go into the nitty-gritty, nasty details while also showing the reality of what goes on in the world today. If any readers know me, they know that I do not sugarcoat real-world problems. This book is no exception. Children do die in this book, and while it does not happen in the company of the main character, he does see it and it is described. So, my dear reader, if you choose to go further, it is at your own risk. But on the other side, you may find that you have also fallen in love. We can all only hope, right? Every time I reread this trigger list, I'm like, dang, I don't know if the readers are gonna be okay with this. Well, it starts tomorrow. And happy Halloween.